welcome back. This is going to be my 33-week and 34-week pregnancy update. I do have my notes down right here and here. So let's just hop on with the video for 33 weeks. Your baby is the size of an apple and is weighing 4.7 pounds. Your baby is 17.36 inches from head to toe. Your baby's skull isn't fully fused together, which allows them to move and slightly overlaps. This makes it easier for when it's time to give birth. Their skull bones don't entirely fuse until early adulthood, which I thought was an interesting fact. Your baby is losing the wrinkles and look, and their skin is less red and transparent. Their skin is becoming soft and smooth and plump. The plumper in preparing for birth. The baby's movements should be about the same. Like, they should be about the same strongness and the same pattern in your room. Your baby has their own immune system now, and antibodies are being passed from you to your baby. Your baby drinks up to a pint, that is a lot. Well, not really a lot, but a pint of fluid a day, which I thought was interesting. To me, that's a lot. To some people, that might not be a lot. Your baby is packing on the pounds, about a half a pound a week, which is really interesting. So if you've seen yourself gaining more weight, that's just probably the baby gaining the weight. Okay, so that's pretty much for 33 weeks for baby. Now, for you at 33 weeks, you're in your 8th month of pregnancy, only 1 month to go. Your uterus is about 3.5 inches, so 33 centimeters from pubic bone to the top of your uterus, from your belly button to, oh, I messed that up. Sorry guys, my daughter was in and out. Where was I? Okay, so from pubic bone to the top of your uterus, from your belly button onto the top part of your uterus is about 5.5 inches, so 13 centimeters. Your total weight gain should be between 22 and 28 pounds, and you may have insomnia around this time. Now, for symptoms for 33 weeks is insomnia, wrist pain, swollen labia, freaking of urine, pregnancy brain, strong fetal movements, varicose veins, round limb pain, nail changes, shortness of breath, clumsiness, Braxton Hicks / contractions. And that's everything you guys should be looking forward to. Not looking forward to, but everything that you should be expecting for 33 weeks right there. Now, for 34 weeks, I am technically 34 weeks and 3 days. Yeah, 3 days, because each Monday I turn a new week. So for 34 weeks, your baby is the size of a cantaloupe and is weighing 5.24 pounds. So 5 pounds, 2.4 ounces. Your baby is 17 inches long from head to toe. Your baby's fingernails have grown to the ends of their fingertips, which I thought was an interesting fact. Your baby is fattening up every week, and their arms and legs are starting to fill out. Your baby's senses are getting better and better every day. They can respond to sounds like light touches. Your baby's ears will be fully formed. Your baby's eyes close when they are asleep and open when they are awake, which I thought was interesting. So that's pretty much what's going on for baby for 34 weeks. Now, for you at 34 weeks, you're measuring from your belly button. It's about 5.5 inches, so 14 centimeters, to the top of your uterus. From the pubic bone is measuring about 13.5 inches, so 34 centimeters. It's common to feel aches and pain during this time. You may experience pelvic pain and lower back pain, which is definitely true. Now, for symptoms for 34 weeks is constipation, Braxton Hicks, fatigue, vaginal discharge, leaking breasts, so basically you're leaking colostrum, bloating / gas, hemorrhoids, backache, leg cramps, stretch marks, swelling feet / ankles. So that's everything that you should be expecting at 34 weeks. Now, for my update for 34 weeks. Now, the reason why this is so late is because I had a growth ultrasound at 32 weeks, found out the baby was very big, and I had extra fluid. Went in, so I have to go in weekly because I have extra fluid around the baby. It's mild and it's called polyhydrosis, I think is how you say it. And it just means there's extra fluid around the baby, so they're monitoring me, which puts me more at high risk now. So I have to go in for more weekly appointments. Now, I did have another growth ultrasound, and that was 2 days ago. And baby is still measuring quite large. Her stomach is measuring 3 weeks ahead at 37 weeks. And the rest of her body is still measuring quite big at around like 35 weeks, 36 weeks. Her limbs are measuring around 33 weeks, 34 weeks, somewhere in there. And they still want to do monitoring me once a week. They still want to do growth ultrasounds every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how big she's going to be. She's estimated to be 6 pounds 1 ounce at 34 weeks and 3 days, which is a really big baby, at least in my eyes. And the reason why they're watching me for a big baby is because I had my son, he was 9 pounds, and that caused solar dysplasia, and it caused hemorrhaging. So they are looking out for that. And I had a small baby before I had my son, or after I had my son. So I've been on both spectrums, small and big. Now, I do have to prick myself. Again, this is the 3rd time I've done this glucose test. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think I have gestational diabetes whatsoever, but they did set me up with a nutritionist to go over everything, go over my results. The extra fluid, the only way you can find out that you have extra fluid is if you have an ultrasound, and I guess there's also risks to having extra fluid, like the cord can come out, like the umbilical cord can come out of your vagina, which can be dangerous. You have a more chance of stillbirth, and I am anemic, so I have another high chance of hemorrhaging out again due to my baby being big, due to previous hemorrhage. So I have some things stacked against me for this baby. Now, I told them I didn't want a 9-pound baby again, and they told me the other option would be a C-section, which I do not want. So we're just going to go in there planning a normal delivery, even if I have to get induced. So that's pretty much the update that I have. I'm going to show you guys my 34-week belly. Sorry about my kids in the bathroom, in the background. Also, I've been having not Braxton Hicks, but contractions for 2 days, and they keep waking me up throughout the night. They're 6 minutes apart, but they're not moving any closer, and they fizzle out. It's called fake labor, basically. I went to the hospital and they sent me home, so we're just continuing to still monitor the contractions until they get closer. Definitely very uncomfortable. I can't sleep. I have a lot of rib pain. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. And then like I said, I'm going to show you guys my belly. I just forgot to add that stuff in there. My belly button won't go back in. It's funny. And I don't know if you guys can see the varicose veins, but that's what a varicose vein looks like. They're little spider veins. Pretty much. It's all over my stomach. I feel quite big. I feel just as big as I did with my son. I think that might be due to the extra fluid. It's putting a lot of pressure on, like, me breathing. My breathing's good. My oxygen's good. It's just I'm more at shorter breath, and then it's putting a lot of pressure down on my cervix right now. So I don't know if I'm dilated or not. They will check me at my next appointment. I have to go into OB every 2 weeks until I think about 36 weeks maybe, and then they become like weekly appointments.
So who knows? We might have a baby then, or we might have a baby, you know, depending on the girl's ultrasound. They're putting my due date now at June 10th instead of June 17th. So who knows? This baby can come whenever she's ready, and I'm definitely ready. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.